Welcome back to my channel Avanti Morocha. Today I'm going to show you how to make die cut and kiss cut stickers using Cameo 4 and a printer. Now let's begin. For these stickers I'm going to use Silhouette printable vinyl and sticker paper. Silhouette printable vinyl is often used to make stickers and labels that are placed over hard surfaces. Sticker paper is often used to make stickers and labels that are placed over paper. I'm going to use these designs to make die-cut stickers. These two designs are part of the 100 designs that came free with my Silhouette Cameo 4. I made these using text and shapes. I bought this one on Silhouette Design Store and I made this one using Illustrator. I save it as an SVG file and import it into Silhouette Studio. Keep in mind you need to have the designer or business edition of the software to open this type of file. I'm going to duplicate this design. If you are not familiar with die-cut stickers, these are stickers where the backing is also cut. Based on your preference, some people like to have a white border around the sticker. I'm going to show you how to do it. Open the offset panel, select the image, click on offset, change the distance based on your preference. Great. Now I'm going to do the same with this design. Click on offset, change the distance. There are going to be some extra steps for this design since this one has an opening. I'm going to move the offset line so you can see what I'm doing. As you can see, there is an opening. Go to Shapes and insert a circle, place it over the opening. Select the two elements, open the Modify panel, and click on Well. Now move the offset back to its original position. Select both elements, open the transformation panel, and center the images. I'm going to do the same with this design. Select the shapes, open the offset panel, click on offset, modify the dimensions. I'm going to change the color of the offset line to be the same as this one. Click on the color picker and click on the red line. I don't want a white border around this sticker and I create these ones already with a white border around. Open the page setup panel. I'm using Cameo, a 12 by 12 inches mat and a letter size paper. Now open the registration mark tab. Select On. These are the registration marks. Your design needs to be inside the margin. Now click on Send to Printer. Select your printer. My printer doesn't have the option for sticker paper. I'm going to use the preset for plain paper. Select your favorite settings and click on Print. For die-cut stickers, I'm going to use Silhouette printable vinyl. This paper has a glossy and matte side. You should print over the matte side. I fast forward this part of the video. The process to print these images took 50 seconds. As you can see, the cut lines are not printed. Now that you've finished printing, click on Send. The red lines show you where the cuts are. I don't want the text here to be cut, so select the text and click on No Cut. Do the same here. Click on No Cut. As you can see, all the cutting lines are now in the outlines. I'm going to use Tool 1. I create a new material. The action is Cut. The tool is the auto blade. These are the settings I'm using. The blade is in 4, the force is 20, the speed is 5, the number of passes is 1. If you haven't used this material before, I recommend making a test cut. I'm going to click on Send. Load the mat and start the job. The first thing that Silhouette Cameo 4 is going to do is to read the registration marks. These are the guides that used to make the cats. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to cut these pieces took 1 minute. Remove the extra vinyl and the stickers from the mat. These stickers are great to place over hard surfaces like glass, plastic, metal, and more. I'm going to apply the die cut sticker to the glass bottle. It looks great. Before I continue with the next type of sticker, I want to show you what to do with an image that you bought online or download from a page that offers free images in a PNG format but that hasn't been prepared to be a sticker. If you are using an image that you download from the internet, take the time to read the license. Remember, just because an image is online doesn't mean it is free to use. Most images online are copyright protected. Select the image. Even though you don't see it, there is a square border around the image. Click on Send. Now click on Cut Edge. As you can see, the cutting line is around the square border. Now go back to Design, open the Trace panel, click on Select Trace Area, and now click on Trace and Detach. Move the image to the side and delete this area. Now click on Send. As you can see, now the cutting line is around the outline. Go back to Design, select the image, open the Offset panel, click on Offset, modify the dimensions. Now go back to Send, select the image and click on Cut Edge. And this is how you make a sticker. Now I'm going to show you how to make Kiss Cat stickers. Insert a rectangle. Open the transformation panel. I want specific dimensions for this rectangle. Width 4.5 inches and height 6.5 inches. Now I'm going to duplicate the rectangle. Select all and center it. My objective is to get at least 2 sheets of sticker paper from a letter size sticker paper. Now I'm going to change the color line to blue. Select the elements, open the line style panel. I'm going to change the line to blue. When you are using these lines as cutting lines, you want to ensure that the thickness of the line is 0. That way they are not going to be printed. Now go to the library. I'm going to use this sticker sheet that I bought on Silhouette Design Store. Open it. Now send it to the back. Modify the dimensions to fit inside the rectangle. If you want to modify individual pieces, you need to have Silhouette Studio Designer or Business Edition. Go back to library. I'm going to open the second sheet. Send it to the back. Modify the dimensions. As I mentioned before, if you want to modify individual pieces, you need to have Silhouette Studio Designer or Business Edition. I have Silhouette Studio Business Edition, but because I know most people are using the Basic Edition, at least initially, I'm going to show you an alternative, which is to fill the space using another images. Go to Library. I'm going to use 2 designs that I got for free with my Silhouette Cameo 4. I'm going to open this, modify the dimensions. Now Now go back to library. Going to do the same. Now select both images and change the color line to none. Open the offset panel. Click on offset. Modify the dimensions. Great. Now I'm going to make another design using the text tool and a shape. I'm going to write hi. Change the fill color to pink. Now insert a shape. Change the fill color. I'm going to use the color picker. I'm going to click in the color that I want to use. Great. Send it to the back. Move the shape under the text. Now adjust the text dimensions. Lastly, center the stickers on the sheet. Open the page setup panel. I'm going to use Cameo, a 12 by 12 cutting mat, a letter size sticker paper. Now open the tab of registration marks. Select on. All the pieces in your design need to be inside the margin. Now click on print. I'm going to use the same settings I used before. Now click on print. For these KissCat stickers, I'm going to use Silhouette sticker paper. This paper has a white and yellow side. You need to print on the white side. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to print these images took 45 seconds. As you can see, the cutting lines are not printed. Now that you've finished printing, click on send. I'm going to cut based on the color of the cutting line. Click on line. Here you can see all the color lines in the project. I don't need this color, so I'm going to uncheck the box. If you are not sure what color belongs to each line, just uncheck the box. As you can see, this is the rectangles. Now this red belongs to these cutting lines. And finally, these red are these cutting lines. For the blue line, I'm going to use the following settings. I'm going to use tool 1. I create a new material. The action is cut. The tool is the auto blade. These settings are blade 3, force 15, speed 5, and passes 1. For the red lines that are inside the stickers, I'm going to use the same settings. Tool 1. The material is sticker paper. The action is cut. The tool is the auto blade. And the settings are the default. If you haven't used this material before, I recommend making a test cut. I'm going to click on send. Load the mat and start the job. The first thing that Silhouette Cameo 4 is going to do is read the registration marks. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to cut these pieces took 4 minutes. The auto blade is going to change the blade setting automatically based on the color line it's cutting. This feature makes Silhouette Cameo 4 one of the best machines for people that are building a sticker business. I'm going to remove the extra material. There are going to be 2 types of cuts in this project. One is going to cut the backing. Here you have the 2 sheets of stickers. The second cut is the KissCat that is inside the sheets. I'm going to remove some stickers to show you. I'm going to place it in my notebook. Now you know how to make KissCat stickers. If you have a sticker business, I recommend getting the upgrade version of Silhouette Studio. It can be either the designer or business edition. I hope you like this video and you find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in a Cameo 4 or the printer, I'm going to share the links where you can buy them in the info box below the video. I wouldn't recommend my printer for a sticker business, but if you are a hobbyist, it works okay. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video and share it with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.